In today's lesson, we will know about storing one class or more than one class in a module and how to import them. The way we defined previous modules, it will work like that. We will do one example. I have taken the same code which we solved in the previous example. I have made two classes and made module 1 Python's file and stored both classes in that. In the first class, the method of initialization will be called in that the sum will be of age and age will be printed. If we define any other function, we defined two classes and saved in module 1 class. Till here, we made a module, created two classes and defined the functionalities. If I want to import these classes in main program, our file name is from module 1, import test1 class, and soon test1 class would be imported. You must have noticed that when we defined classes in a module, we didn't define objects. First, we have to define an object which will represent that class. Object 1 we defined for test 1. We must know that when we defined test 1 in module 1 at that time, were there any extra arguments which were defined or not? Sorry, extra parameters were passed or not. So it will be necessary to pass those parameters here. First parameter is passed 10, 30. If I'm going to print it, print object 1. I am not printing a variable, rather printing an object. When it imported that class, when the object was created, it called its constructor. When the constructor was called, what was written in that constructor? Print age from test1 class this, it printed out its age. When I printed the object second time, it showed me the output, identifying that in module 1, your test object is at this address, but it has not told us the values. Now I have to know the data members of test1 class. If I have defined one data and I'm going to access that, now it will print out its value. This is the method of importing one class from the module. If I have to import more than one classes, then after comma, I will write the name of next class. Then both classes of module 1 will be imported. When I am going to run this, then it will show the output of only the first one because I have not created the object of second one. It has given the error. In it takes one positional argument but three were given. There must be one argument in it which will be by default self argument. But now self and two arguments are being passed. It means we didn't have any argument, we just created object of test2. When I am going to run this again, it showed the output of first test. Note one thing here, when we accessed object 1.age, then the name of both objects are same. Now the previous copy of object 1 is updated with the constructor of test2. When it showed us the output and the first object was created, we had output 60. Then second time the output came 40. It means when first object was created, it took the age from here, but now our object is updated with test2 class address. Now it printed with the help of object 1, 40. It means I have to change the object also. Now with the help of this object, when I'm going to call, it has printed age from test1 class 40, age of test2 has been shown in front of us. We created a module and learned about accessing classes. This is the technique we use when our program is with a big code, then we divide them in different chunks. If we have to study built-in libraries and modules, for that we have Python module, index online documentation. We can study about all the modules which are built in Python like maths, statistics, matplotlib.